What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So, I've been saying this for a while if you watch some of my older videos, but Leo Santa Cruz, I really like this kid. Um, I watched a special a while ago. I think I did a video on it where they were talking about his personal life. Showtime did a little segment on him. His brother is sick. I think he has lupus. Don't quote me on this, but his brother's real ill. He did mention at the end of this fight on the Mayweather Guerrero undercard. He said his brother's in the hospital. He's trying to look for a cure or treatment, anything he can do to help the family. Um, he has a large Mexican family, and they all kind of live in a smaller house, and he's just looking for a better way for his family. So, outside the ring, the kid is young. He seems very humble. Um, and he seemed like he has a good heart. So I mean, that's definitely admirable. Even in the press post fight interview, he was like, "May I say something extra?" Like he wanted to say something, but he asked Jim if he could comment or actually add on to what was the interview was almost concluded, and he was very respectable and polite. Some people just grab the mic from the interviewer and just go on their rant. Um, I like this kid a lot, man. In the ring, his body shots are vicious. If you watch, I think one of the best displays of his vicious body shots would be the Eric Morale fight. He was tattooing Eric Morale's rib cage to hell. Like it was, I felt bad for Morale. Um, just Eric Morale, he was getting his shit rocked. Like his body shots were vicious, very nasty. That's one of the things I really like about this kid. He seems very tough, very, very tough. He's young. He's still in a stage where he can grow and learn more. He admitted himself that he needs to work on his defense, which I agree. Because if you look at pictures after the fight, actually the picture I'll put for this will be one of the pictures I've seen, where his face still gets sliced up. He was in there with a tough veteran in Munoz, and early in the fight, Munoz showed that he was definitely game. He was definitely willing to engage and fight, and he seemed very, very awkward. Alexander Munoz seemed very awkward, um, kind of like twinkle toes the way he was moving, and he was getting rocked with some punches. And Leo Santa Cruz is not the most devastating puncher, but he's consistent and he grinds and breaks his opponent down, similar to like a Lamont Peterson. I think a Lamont Peterson, he doesn't have the most power. He doesn't have like a Lucas Matisse. One punch will knock you out. I mean, for elite level competition, one punch will just destroy you type of power. But where he perseveres is his work rate, his volume, and the ability to grind and have that mental strength to keep grinding, keep at it, keep chopping that tree. And I think Lamont Peterson, as well as Leo Santa Cruz, that's something that they do very well. Their work rate. And Leo Santa Cruz, he's just persistent. He persists. He does take shots, but he starts chopping that tree, chopping, 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 and that's definitely commendable. If I was in the lower weight division, I mean, I'm 6'4", 230 pounds, so I can't personally ever picture fighting with someone like Leo Santa Cruz. But if I was in that weight, that's the epitome of the fighter that I would not want to fight because he's not just a brawler pressure fighter. He's pretty patient and consistent in his volume. The volume of punches he throws is ridiculous. I don't even know what type of lungs he has or kind of conditioning, but he just keeps at it and he's able to throw a large volume of punches to the point where taking hellacious body shots that takes it out of you. And if he can keep doing that well into later in the fight, most people are going to have stamina issues to the point where he might TKO him just based on that. As far as Leo Santa Cruz in the future, I think he has a bright future. I would love, love, love to see him fight Abner Mars, another fighter who fought on the Floyd Mayweather Robert Guerrero undercard and had a good showing. Mars is definitely consistent. When I first started watching Mars, I wasn't too thrilled with him. Like I watched the Igbeko fight. I think he did some dirty things that definitely warranted a point deduction. He didn't get that, but I wasn't too impressed with him early on. But slowly but surely, Mars kept doing more and more, and he was up against different. He doesn't shy away from a challenge. That's clear. As far as Abner Mars, he does not shy away from a challenge, and that's very respectable for to me. Um, And he's just making me a believer just with what he's doing, his dedication to the sport. He always comes in good shape, and he comes willing and ready, and he has a chin, from everything I can see. So Abner Mars versus Leo Santa Cruz. I think Leo Santa Cruz should take some more fights, some more tune-up fights, just to get him to that level where he's ready to fight for a world title. And he would be moving up to 126 from 122, I believe, is where Leo Santa Cruz is. But that would be a fight. Again, Mars is another fighter who doesn't have just no needle, no nair crazy power, but he has a work ethic, and he shows you different looks. He can be the brawler. He showed boxing ability. He has the amateur background. I would really love to see him against Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz has that wiry, like bony type of perfect boxing frame where he looks pretty like lengthy, and he has sharp, accurate like body shots. I don't know. I think that'd be a hell of a match. What do you guys want to see? Who do you want to see? Leo Santa Cruz? Is Abner Mars too much for Leo Santa Cruz? What are your thoughts on his future? As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.